Good afternoon, I'm Firebox. Today, I'm going to explain everything you need to know about alphas and how to catch them. First things first, what is an alpha? These are special Pokemon that have a larger sprite with a red outline. These will spawn in the overworld where you will walk up and talk to them to initiate the battle. They're also going to spawn 3 of the same or unevolved Mon around them, which can have hidden abilities as well. Be careful though, after 75 minutes, they disappear. These are guaranteed to spawn with their hidden ability, as well as 2x31 IVs, making them extremely valuable. When caught, you will get between 1 to 3 large or extra large candy, which you can sell in the GTL. When you try to catch an alpha Pokemon and fail, there's a random chance for them to gain +1 in every stat, which makes them very difficult to catch. The only exception to this rule is the very first time you try to catch an alpha Pokemon and fail, they will always gain +1 in stats. Alphas spawn 4 times per day, once per day in-game cycle. This means they spawn on average every 6 hours in real time. 2 alphas will spawn every 12 hours, but the drops for them are completely random. This means you could have 1 alpha spawn at the 2-hour mark and another alpha spawn 8 hours later at the 10-hour mark. There will always be 2 alphas spawning in this 12-hour period. It is only the time in between that is random. Before you go catching alphas, you are gonna want your catching Pokemon. You have 2 choices here, being a catching Breloom and a catching Smeargle. I would recommend trying to build both. Both Breloom and Smeargle are going to want Adamant Nature. Spinda's nature doesn't matter as much because of how powerful the skill swap contrary ability is. Ideally, you're going to want 2x31 IVs in attack and speed, as well as EV training for attack and speed for both Breloom and Smeargle. The other stats don't matter as much. If you're on a budget, don't worry about making a perfect Pokemon. Breloom is going to want False Swipe, Spore, and Substitute, while Smeargle is going to want False Swipe, Spore, and Soak. Alpha Spinda, due to their contrary ability, allows them to catch alphas really easily. This ability reverses the alpha's ability to gain stats, making them lose stats instead. The primary stat that matters here is the 31 speed, because this will allow you to go first more often and use your skill swap move. The goal when catching an alpha is to do it as cost effectively and quickly as possible. I have a video coming up about this in probably the next week about how important alternate accounts are and all of the benefits there are to having one. But for now, I can just say that it's really important to have. So we're going to catch the alpha Pokemon now. What do we actually do? Well, we're going to use the skill swap ability with Spinda to give the alpha Pokemon your ability. Once this is complete, we're going to throw Pokeballs at them to reduce their stats. You can now either swap to a random Pokemon to keep throwing Pokeballs to reduce their stats, or you can swap to your catching Smeargle or Breloom with a combination of Spore, False Swipe, Substitute, and Soak if you need to, and catch them with Timer Balls. Once you put an alpha to 1 HP and asleep, this should only take a couple Timer Balls at most, and it becomes a really easy catch. Well, that's it. You now know everything that I know about alpha Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed this video. I make a wide variety of PokeMMO content, so subscribe to see more. I would love to see you here. Have a great day, guys.